Hey everybody, we are back here with Champ and Sons here in our Planet Coaster 2 park. We don't quite have a name yet for it, and I think we probably want it to kind of let it develop some before we truly add in a name for this thing. Let it take a little bit of better shape than what it's got so far. So this is not how the plaza is going to be right here, right? It's obviously you put it down one. I wanted to connect it to get it kind of an idea of how we can make it look. And if there's a way, is it easier to, stop it here and kind of wind things around to stop back here, or carry on everything around? So we basically have kind of a little circular path going. We'll see how that plays. We'll see how it goes as we continue to build out in this thing. But today we're going to get done a lot more of the decoration on the station that we have going here. We're going to go with path covers. And we're going to look to get some, not just landscaping done back here as far as the ride goes, but kind of get this whole area fenced off essentially like it really would be for the most part. So, we are going to go ahead and jump on in to editing the station. Now, I'm not looking for a closed-in kind of station house. I think for the most part, and I don't know if it's just because I do live in Texas and our parks, San Antonio and Dallas, but generally for the most part they're all open stations. Very few are closed, and those that are closed off are generally highly air conditioned. But I'm not going to worry about that so much for here, because I think we're going to try to keep most of these stations kind of open view. I think that just does look better. It seems to feel better as we build onto these stations. So I think it just works out overall more positively for the ride. So that's what we are going to go with. Is going to be an open style. So we have the Viking thing set up. And the question comes, do I want to go with the archway, which I don't mind, I kind of do like this one, or do we go with kind of the stone setup and continue it? But I think at some point we really would hit what would amount to kind of that little edge point where we're not going to have, a house building. May have some roof covers, but I doubt it. We're just going to have probably the fencing that runs along there is going to be most likely the last little bit that we put on. Okay, let's bring this thing around. Now what I don't like is there's not a thin one of these, right? Now we could easily make one, and all of a sudden in reality I don't mind it being like this portion here. It doesn't really hamper much, and kind of works out in its own way. So I guess we could do that. Outside of that, it would be just taking those beams and plopping those beams into the right spot. So let's see. It looks like we may have lost video for a brief second. It's trying to buffer itself back up. I'm not exactly sure where that thing is at. Alright. Either way. So we've got kind of this base laid down for our... We've got this laid down for our ride. Sorry, I'm still just caught off guard by the buffering stream preview. It looks like it's happening constantly. Someone put in the chat if that is actually going on that way. It could just be my stuff. I wouldn't put it past me, which I guess I would interact that way with it. Also. Now we're almost caught up. God dang it. Why is it being that way? What's the bit rate going? Bit rate's not bad. Yeah. Should be fine with everything It seems like it's been like this the last few times. Let me see about letting this thing catch up. Hey guys, thanks for joining us here on the live stream. Having just some minor little things going on this President's Day. I guess it could be the fact my kids are all here. You know, so we got phones, PlayStations, Xboxes, TVs, my PC, laptops. We got a bunch of stuff connected to our internet right now. Alright, so we're almost caught up at this point. Oh my god. I wonder what it sounds like. I really don't know. Let's just see how it plays out here as we get. We're almost there now. We are on the stream preview is almost there. Okay. Either way, I'm going to just forget about that. We're just going to go on with what we got working. So we got this basic frame of the building going, right? So does come the question of, obviously, on the ramp pieces, do we put a cover there? I'm not so sure we would. Mainly because if you look at the size of these things, so let's take this even with these scenery pieces. So we have a couple of different options here, right? We can go with something like this and add it on to the top of these things, and then we can use these roofs, ones like this, but they do also have regular basic roofs as well, which, I mean, personally I think they're better, but you know, that's just me. Let me see what this would look like real quick. Hold on. I don't want an inverted corner. There it is. Oh my god. Alright. But if I did that, I could put it out here. Yeah, so I'd actually have to just go to there. If we had that. Where do we want to be? There it is. Oh yeah, that is right. This will just carry over into that. Alright, so if we were going to go there, so I've got to have some way to get that across. So let me see. This is where things get a little tricky. Now, I know you're asking yourself, he's not really going to put, this wooden piece there. And you know what? I'm not. Don't worry. I promise you, not putting that there. I'm just trying to see what it would look like in my head. Make sure I got the right image, I guess I'll go back to my one. That does involve the corner. So we got that in. Let me see. Like that. Let me see. This is where I could put in. I know of this looks kind of stupid, don't get me wrong. Okay. So, yeah, I can actually deal with that. Yeah, and I get it. It looks kind of goofy from underneath, but I actually don't mind it. Something appealing about it, I guess. Not sure exactly what, but there's something appealing about it. I will say that much. Alright. So now we got that portion. We got to get these beams put down. No, not Viking theme, just beams. Just good old wooden beams.
Rainbow.
This one here. I'm gonna make this a little fatter though. Alright, so we got that finally put in. So see, that's kind of what I mean by this. Hold on, so let me just show you this. Tell me what y'all's thoughts are here. Alright, that actually looks a little bit better. I will give them that. I will give them that for sure. Alright, so if we're going to go there, I'm going to have to build some of this out a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. What I am going to do though, we've got that there. I'm fine with this corner just giving that little extra support. I don't have to have those going all the way across. It just really wouldn't look right. If I did decide to do it that way, I probably would, you know, have it sticking out an extra layer or something. So let's go ahead and get some of this fencing done around the station. And yes, this is, well, maybe not that size. You know, all these are pretty goddamn big. Alright, so I'll go that high. Yeah, I think that should work. Well, this person just going on break? Really? Alright. Not the stringest of work ethics, but okay. Alright, so here we go. So we've got this part in place here. I think it does work. You know, I do. It seems to do what its job is intended for, right? Like, oh crap, I'm going to put things going down and around there. Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, back to the wall. For the Viking. Alright. Alright, so we've got that up. Got those walls portioned up. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep editing the damn building. And let me just keep getting this thing put in. We've got that portioned off. Yep, just this little tedious work that sometimes you got to do when it comes to building these coasters and these stations. Right, so it's just one of those things to always kind of keep in mind. Alright, So there's that up. Now, a couple things you got to think about when it comes to these kind of builds, and especially these path covers, right? So I could go this kind of style that we went for the last time. Essentially it's just a pitched roof with a couple of beams in between it. Then I eventually added those in for the underneath portion of it. So, god dang, keeps buffering. It's weird, but I don't know if I want to go with that route this time. And in reality, it really is. Let me just, because we got a couple different actual options that I'd like for this. So this would be kind of a big covered space, right? Let me break off of this building. We'd basically, it would basically go, let's see, build. If you think about that, so that is at 4 meters up. See, that just looks kind of big, right? I mean, how's that not big? Especially for a path cover or a Q cover, a Q shade, I don't. It's kind of hard because some of the other roof pieces aren't all that great for it. I mean, there are ones so like this piece, right? Which is nice, but it's the only problem is it's the same size. We just don't have these wooden boards on there that you have to watch out for. Now, part of me says, yeah, go ahead and do it like this, or another part of me says, do it like this. Right, so if I come here, boom, here, and boom. Alright, so in reality, if I was to think of it this way, right? So this is going to be a Viking themed ride. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to name it yet, but I would definitely say obviously something Viking themed. But what I'm really thinking about with these covers is this essentially would be the main house. So the station would be like the main kind of gathering house for the Viking clan, right? And then everything else around it would essentially be part of the whole Viking village, the Viking setup. So maybe, if go something like this, I can do, there's one house. There's 2 houses. There's 3 houses. See what I mean? We're going to have to go through all around. But so this is where you run into a problem, right? So let me go ahead and get out of that. So Alright, so here we are. That actually isn't all that bad. We'll have to put in some trees and stuff right around here, but I could see that working out. We'll probably have to cover it or have the sign or something go right here, since we do have our own capability to do the video board stuff again. I'll start making some ride signs. I just don't know what we're going to call it yet, just it will be Viking themed. That's all. So, excuse me. Wow. Here's rather simple, actually. So, I probably, in reality, I think I'll just run a chain link fence from all the way around. I mean, that makes sense to me, at least. So, boom. Up. Just like that. Actually, just like that. Alright, so let's start shrinking some stuff down, people. Like dang. This is horrible. Yeah, I'll just say that. Okay, so we've got all of our chain link fences in. That's going to stop anything from falling off on these people. Okay, so that's good there. Now, normally you'd probably have to put a whole other fence thing right, at least right here going through. I can only imagine. So let's go ahead and finish getting this portion done for each one of these things. And this is where the fun shall begin. Yeah. Hold on. Alright, so I probably need this actually. It's a lamppost, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Let's get this bad boy in. See where we are gonna pit him. There we go there. There. Moving these things along in between. You know, I've thought about in some, maybe in this portion, or this part, but also in the series I have going on the YouTubes, about replacing these fences here for the paths, but I actually don't mind them. They don't look all that horrible in reality. I mean, they're fairly generic too, so I'll just say this, I don't have really an actual problem with them. Stupid ass cameras. I hate them. Alright, we got ourselves our little Viking village right there. Not too shabby. Alright, so let's see. Alright. So we're going to get going for there for now. Don't worry, we'll be bouncing back and forth between it all, so we will be back there again. It is not done yet. Alright, actually, because over here I need to get some rocks up under there, I think is what I'm going to do. There's my scenery. Got that portion. Now, why are you cutting across? That's so rude. Alright, you got the fence turned around. And we are off and running, folks. Excuse me. Ooh. That was rough. Alright. So now we've... Oh my god. Alright. Now we've got that part taken care of. We've got over here. So, a couple things I want to look at doing. So right around here we are going to need to... Where's it at? There we go. Back to Viking. I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, so there's that. And then let's get this fence back in here. I'll sink it down to about there. And so, let's see. No, not that for right now. I think this should do. I think it really just, it's simple and it just kind of works perfectly with everything that we got going on here. It's not going to be anything too extravagant. And it allows me just to do these simple moves. One. Now we got that there. Almost done. We'll put, I think I'm going to build a little entrance building segment onto the back end of these things, right? So I'll put that right about there. And then we come back over here to the rocks. I know there's no Viking rocks. God damn it. So there's that. So now we're starting to get this wall put in around this area. It's going to actually start taking shape. And like I said, I haven't really decided. I was thinking off camera, I guess this was yesterday, yeah. When we did that coaster, but I was thinking off camera. I normally like to have one coaster with at least 2 flat rides around, but sometimes 3. But with this pirate ship there, or with the swinging ship there, and now I got an RMC right next to it. As far as a Viking area, right? Think of all the different things you can go with as far as names for a Viking area. If you're a fan of Anchorman, one that might come to name from, if I'm not mistaken, the blooper reels, but is when Will Ferrell ends up going, Great Odin's Raven. When they're talking about the different scents. I think it's on the extra deleted scenes or whatever, when he's going through all the different ones. Actually, where he ends up saying, "Go fuck yourself, San Diego." That scene, and he's watching that playback clip. Great Odin's Raven. In fact, that inspired me to want to put a coaster right here. Originally, I thought about making this thing be named Odin something, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to go something more along the lines with Thor for this kind of thing. And then Odin's Raven. Alright. I guess you can probably guess what we're talking about here. Definitely going to be a wing coaster for sure. And it probably would be this kind with a little bird on it. Outmax wing, what the hell is that? Maximum drop angle 180 degrees. What? My God, man, that's craziness. But it will probably be a wing coaster. I don't know if it's going to be like a launch coaster or if it's going to be a regular chain lift. I haven't decided that yet. I think in reality I was wanting to see how this thing kind of played out. So I'd probably put that there. Now if I did put this here, or I could put it here going kind of this way, which isn't bad, and it does allow me to play around, you know, with filling in this area with some of the track, and then we can just run the pathway along here coming out, and then also bring it back around that way. So I think doing this does actually leave probably the best chance. Like I said, it's going to depend on the kind of launch that we go with. Are we going to go with the chain link, or are we going with the accelerated launch if we can? Oh wait, that one doesn't have it. They not have my launched wing coaster anymore? Damn it, man. Although technically, if we are doing the whole, we can switch trains now. I could probably just put this on that one. Oh, we'll see. You know what? I'm tired of thinking about it. Let me just see. I don't have to keep it. I mean, good lord, man. Yeah, it is all chain lift. You got your drive tires that get you up to 8 miles an hour, but yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, just had to be sure of that. Just a little question. No biggie. No big deal. Alright, so now to fill in some of this space, right? I need to put the sign. I'm probably going to put the sign right here, and I'm just going to put some of the guardrail things around it, so it won't be too big of a deal there. But I definitely need to put something like a restaurant somewhere in this area. And a part of that is going to depend on where I go with this other coaster, right? Since I know it's a chain lift, I'll probably have to go with something like this. Oops. Yeah, I'd probably have to go somewhere around here and then let it come down off the lift hill into this area, do some stuff, and come right back. That's probably the way it's going to have to be, now that I think about it, going on this thing. So if we have that here, it's not going to go out very far. Let me just do this. Entrance and exit are on that side. I'm going to make it stick out. We're going 8.1 miles per hour on the push tire. And then 10 miles an hour on the chain lift. And no, I'm not building this right now. Okay. This is kind of to see how things are going to shape out here. Because I think what I'm going to end up doing, let me see this path tool. Stamp builder, yeah. Alright, so if I did this, and guys, this is a very rough estimate, right? So this is not anything that's guaranteed. Because what I would do, one, I need to change. Actually, let me just change what type that is. That's bugging me. There it is. Changing. Boom. Okay. So I kept that there. What I would have to do, let me make some edits. Because I need to build, like I said, obviously I've got to build I've obviously got to get some restaurants and some other buildings put in here. You know, that's kind of just a given. More than anything. So let me move that around. Now I could actually see I could see put a building right here. In fact, have it shape off going that way while we get another building going over here. Basically one that takes up kind of this spot and around. In reality, I can also still put in another flat ride, right? So I don't have to so I don't have to keep it that wide open. So let me see, if I was to use a flat ride, I got the Viking, or I got the ship. So we have the Viking ship, right? Actually, put that right there. No, something about that just doesn't feel right. In reality, put that right there. That would actually work. Yeah. If I put that there, my entrance, put there, my exit will be right there. Okay, so hold on. There's that. Alright, I could actually do this. I could actually do this. That doesn't look half bad. I just need to get the terrain paint or the stuff painted. Take off that railing. Alright. So there's that. Let's put in our entrance queue line. What kind do we have? And boom. Let me delete this little bit out. Boom. Okay, that could actually do. Now we can do something here. Okay, I'm liking it. I am liking it. So let me be the first to start actually going around this damn thing with a fucking fence. Now see, a lot of those turns were done on the degree, so it really shouldn't be all that bad. Trying to follow it with the hard turns. And in reality, once we get past a certain point, we're kind of... That's going to get close to it, but I think we should still be in the clear. Fence around. Yeah, I'm not going to do this whole thing, don't worry. I'm just kind of drawing out my line here. Alright, so there's that. We've got that in. Now, in reality, I'm going to do that there, and now just need to edit. Oh my God. Alright, so I don't mind some of these harder angles. Because we are going to have one building kind of shape off this way. And then I'm going to have another one right back here. I'll probably in reality just cut this path off right there, have it come here and then that way. It'll be a relatively large one, but I think I'm going to try to make it look like a bunch of smaller ones. So we'll have to see how that actually ends up playing out, right? But in the meantime, let me do one other little thing. Which that is going to be... I guess I might as well get this chain link fence again. Alright, let's see. How far... I'm going to keep it down like this for now. And once we get around to here, I'll just raise it up. Now this part I don't mind doing because these have to be separated, right? They really would be. Now I would like to think that you try to go with something a little bit more, I don't know, I guess decorative outside of a chain link fence, but you know, we're not going to spend all that much money on fencing for God's sakes. And in all reality, I don't think chain link fencing is very cheap either. And what I kind of want to do here, because I have this staff building that comes off this way, I kind of want to do a little backstage area, right? So this being kind of like the primary spot for it. So essentially, I would just cut this turn off. That's pretty funny. All that shit leaned. Alright, but either way, I can make this into a backstage area since we're kind of blocked off from all these people. I don't think I would really... I would have to come from the fence here to round somewhere on this track, I guess, yeah. Probably to about there. Would be the easiest way. If I kept this as just little warehousing and stuff like that, which I might do. I mean, that'll be simple enough to build. It'll be something I'll do off camera, not during a stream, you know. So let's go ahead and kind of put some trees around here. There's not going to be all that many in this portion of it, right? So so these are my favorite trees to use, these little birch trees. They don't take up a whole lot of space. And they're pretty decent, you know. Alright, so there's that. And I can't really do anything over here because I got to figure out what we're going to be doing with those. What we're going to end up doing with the queue lines and all that stuff. So now here comes our next little challenge. First and foremost, let's just get rid of you. You. couple different things we can do, right? Part of me says if I lower this down, right? So if I'm going to lower this section all the way down around here, make a little, I guess, lake front thing into it. Well, let me see. What does that look like? Let's figure out how that feels, right? Alright, so what I like to do once I get down to my set size or set depth, let me just yeah, that could work. Let me see what it looks like filled with water, though. This is natural water. Green like that. Yeah, I mean, that can do. It's not my most favorite thing in the world. But I can put some Viking ships in here throughout, you know. We could do that. We can try to build this into a little waterfall. It'll be easier with this track swooping around here. If I did it from this side, but this probably actually makes more sense. There it goes. Let me just see what would happen. Hold on. Alright, so I've got that. Alright, roughing this up. I don't know if I wanted it that rough. Smoothing this up. So there's that. Now then, where's my rock painting? 80,000, nice. Alright, so paint this up. And then, yeah. So we'll start to build a waterfall here. So we'll build the waterfall right around here. Now, you're not going to see it for all that much except for when you come by this little spot right here. But I will, as we go through here, put little Viking houses and stuff in. basically make this into like a little village, essentially. I do like that turn. It does slow down a little bit more than what I would like it to do, but I think it still does alright. Comes through, whips you around. Leaves you a lot of hanging feeling. Come off, and then it is in. Yeah, so if I make this a backstage, I'll make this little Viking stuff. I'm going to put a tunnel thing over this, which means I'll probably, oh crap, I'll probably have to remove supports on this thing. Damn it. That's going to be interesting. Let me see. Alright, so let me try this. Because either way, those supports are going to come through. Aren't they? They are, I swear to you. Oh, God damn it. I really don't like that. Ooh. I don't have much of a choice. I really don't. I can't edit it unless I close it down. You know what I will do? Let me just give these people something to get on. Let me just... Testing, boom. Open that. Okay. 1356. I don't think so. Alright, took that off. Yeah. All just for this one little thing. Yeah, let me close her up. That does seem like a very important area. Not gonna lie. Alright, let me see if I put them on here. And then that gives you pretty much the side of this wall on over to this corner. Yeah, I can deal with that. Yeah, test it. Good Lord. Oh, God, that's disappointing. It has to be that way. So disappointing, I tell you. Alright. Here we go. Let's get some wood stuff happening. Let me say from there. Right in there. Actually, not too bad. Okay, so we've got that in. Let me just come on all the way into the terrain. That's all the way in there. All the way in there. And in there. Now that we've got that in, let's go get us some floor pieces. Grid height. Anybody else have that problem? It feels like the camera gets stuck at times. I don't know why. It is testing. So I just gotta wait for it to come back around so I can pause it at each point as I continue to build this up. Time to wait for him. Well, that ride's attracting people at least. We'll call that one the Valkyrie. It just seems to be fitting. Here it comes. Just gotta pause it at the right time, folks. That's all you gotta do. Boom. The question is, where are we gonna really start the tunnel at? Part of me says pretty much right here. Yeah. I don't want to run it all the way back, so I need to keep it right there for both sides. Keep it at that moment in time. Now then, let's add on a roof to this building, folks. What do you say? What do I say is it's not wide enough. That's what I say. Jesus Christ almighty. Alright. Let's go ahead, put this down. we got that in there. Let me add in just a little bit of light. And I think... I'm not looking there. Wall decor... No, god dang it. Here we go. Lights. Yeah, there are these. Let me see what that looks like. I just want to see. That's lit up fairly well. Let's go back to the daytime and I'll finish playing out. Alright, so we've got that tone there. Keep going back and forth. You gotta have boat pieces somewhere. I know they do. I've seen them, for God's sakes. Just where the hell do they have that? It's a figurehead. There it is. We'd have to have one, two, tied up right there against that, and then 3, 4, 6, and 7. Alright, so we're going to put these boats on. These out here. Alright, so there's those ships in here. This is going to be relatively simple. Just gotta get new buildings. we got this. Now then. See, the thing I don't mind about these is no one's really going to be seeing this. So, this is one of those. Yeah, I'm going to have to build it up. At least a little 2-meter thing. This one. Look for building. Move. Alright. There's that. So let me go ahead and do these. Yeah, they're going to have a little 2-meter wall on top. That's the only way. It doesn't make much sense if they don't. You know, I mean, I tried looking at it, figuring maybe. No, it just don't work that way. Now then, time to add on to some of these roof pieces. Let me try something with this. And now I'm going to leave a little open space up at the top there. I don't know. I like having that open space in it. I really do. It really, really does. Alright, so one. That there. Let me go ahead and where would we have it? Fire. Not under Viking, obviously. Jesus Christ almighty. Whoa. Medium. And put one there. One there. One there. So beam. and then back to Viking theme. Hey. What beams, goddammit. What was I looking for here? Was gonna be... There it is. A little warm fire spot, eh? So there's that. And now let me put up some shields on these buildings, and I can probably actually just copy this over and just change up the shield colors, you know. There they are. No, I'm not going to put that on there. Okay. Now we've got that in. Waterfall right there. And then just get another building going. That going for us. Where this pathway goes. Go up, down. And it comes around through here. I could put a little wooden pathway going across that, like it would be a like a little fishing pier, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to tell. That's going through. Nah, I'm not going to put a fishing pier there. But I will put another assortment of buildings over here. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be a good little base for that ground set up. I still want to put something right over here. Just not sure what to put. Like, in reality, a part of me thinks that if I were to put... See, I can't do a bridge here without doing a bridge there. It wouldn't seem right to do that. So... you could, I guess, make it out of rocks coming off from here. Right, but then I'd have to go back through and remove all of it. No, actually, maybe worth it. But let's calm down for a second. It may be worth it. So let me come up. Man, which rocks to use? Part of me wants to use these just because. Could do it that way. Now I gotta see. That's gonna be way too low for that portion. Just is. Let's come around here in a second. We'll see it. Actually, no, that fits relatively well. Okay. That does not. Let me turn this off real quick. Yeah, that's doable. That is definitely doable right there. So if I did that, alright, let me keep this thing going. See how far. so there's that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Alright, give me just 1 second, folks. I've got to find my phone. I'm getting some messages real quick. Alright. Alright, that was my wife while she's at work. Had to send me a message. I had to respond. If you're married, you get it. Okay, so this is essentially going to be like a little rock bridge. Now, when I say rock bridge, what I mean is I'm not gonna just... It probably means it's gonna be more of a come through to there kind of situation. If I do that over here, let me try another big one. Alright, so there's that. You just come down to this side now. Oh my lord. That down. And yeah, that obviously goes into the water. Alright. Oh my god. Almost actually done with this little rock bridge thing. That was a little bit faster than what I thought. Now that doesn't mean it's like the greatest rock bridge you've ever seen, because I assure you it is not. But I actually don't mind it. I really don't. So what we are going to do though Some might say it's even too narrow, but I'm not one of those people, you see. That's just not how I roll. Alright, so if I got that going across there, let me just come back over here. Edit. Guess it really would start right there. Track supports. Okay, actually I can deal with that. So let me just do this right quick. Alright, so that took that up. Alright, got the little rock bridge in place. That's going to be interesting right there. Ah, well, I think it'll be good enough. It's not going to be something that's too outrageous, and if you're an idiot and stick your hand out on it, well, then you're an idiot and you stick your hand out on it. That simple. So, that's my theory. That's what I'm sticking with. Alright, so we got a pretty good chunk of it done. Just let that play out. Let me see, I think that might be all the different track formations that I need to do there. I don't mind the post being here or here. I just need to make sure that everything looks good. And this is going to take a little bit to get this thing finally done, right? So this is not going to be an easy process, especially since I don't really do a whole lot off camera. I just want to see what it looks like coming down from here. Right over us. Actually, that got closer. Okay. I think the more we put on here, the closer we're gonna get. I think once it does get through here and there, once we get those parts put in, I think it'll be a lot smoother. And plus the waterfall. Now, let's see. We've been at it for close to 2 hours so far. I think we are probably going to call this one a break. We still have a lot more to do on it, decorating wise and so forth. But overall, I think it is really coming along and actually looking pretty dang good. Just a couple more buildings to do, and then the waterfall to construct and so forth in this area. And we'll probably just finish with some trees on the outside of here. Be the easiest way to do it. So that's gonna be it for this episode. We are, like I said, trying to cut through it. It's just we're also trying to build this thing properly. So it's kind of how it's gonna operate for right now. But I will be back in another episode with probably this upcoming weekend. Not sure what day, in all reality. Could be Saturday, could be Sunday, could be both days. I just really don't know, but it will be some point on the weekend. I wish I could have a more solid schedule for y'all. Just can't right now, but that's kind of how it's going to go for right now, and I will see y'all next time. So, hey guys, thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for watching it. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next live stream, everybody. So as always, stay safe and well. Y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.